Good morning from Central Texas, USA. Hey Google, good morning.
Hey, Rusty. The time is 6:54 a.m. Currently in Burnett it's 53 and clear. Today, it'll be sunny with a forecasted high of 79 and a low of 60. Have a good one.
Thank you, Mr. Google or Mrs. Google. It's October the 11th, the 11th. And hey Google, tell us a joke.
This might make you laugh. A magician was walking down the street one day when all of a sudden, he turned into a grocery store.
Anyway, guys, good morning. One day closer to getting the new RV. For all you guys that use the link to Amazon in the description in my videos, my current videos, I do appreciate it. We're up to about $7 a day average overall. Some days are lower and some days are higher, but overall, so that's about $200 a month. Like finding money. Doesn't cost you anything. I love it. So yeah, use the links and I do appreciate it. All right, here we go. Jane says, this is on RV Update. Hi Rusty, and just driving yesterday. Hi Rusty, choosing to live full-time in an RV can be out of financial necessity or just a desire to live simply. For others, it's following a dream or yearning for adventure. Blah, go on. When I begin full-timing, I plan to make a commitment of at least 2 years, allowing time to adapt and learn as I go. Well, let me say this. You know, just if you decide to go, go. And don't worry about it. If you like it and you keep doing it, that's fine. Just make it make it life. You know, just live it day by day. But anyway, she says, looking forward to seeing Puff pretty soon. Me too. That's going to be the name of my new RV. Puff. Puff the Magic Drag-On. All right, this is William on about the physical issues and living in an RV. This is Williams. He says, according to our Constitution, oh no, he's living in an RV against the law. That's what it was. That's what he's talking about. According to the U.S. Constitution, only Congress can make laws. HUD is not Congress. Their so-called law then is an illegal law not to be followed. Well, you know, there's a question mark there. You say they don't make laws. You think the EPA doesn't make laws? They make rules, same thing. Guidelines, okay? This is Hope on the tiny home, one of the tiny home videos I did. It says, Rusty, thank you for the tour and video. Tiny houses are difficult for most Americans to wrap our heads around. Too expensive for not enough cabinets for kitchen, no linen closet, etc. Well, let me say this. You know, if you just get you a shell, you know, just get you one of those storage buildings and then finish it out yourself. And then you can have everything you want. PJ left a link to Road Trek Simplicity SRT. Thank you, sir. Wish I could afford one. No, they're expensive. They are expensive. I looked at them very closely. I was close. RV update. Yeah, this is Anna Drive. Joyce says, how much would your electric bill be if you don't put it on vacation? Just don't use any electricity. Is there a minimum you must pay then? Yes, in our area of Texas, my electricity is provided by Pedernales Electric Cooperative, and they charge $22.50 a month availability fee. Okay, that if you use zero electricity, your bill is $22.50. I hear you. This is on the drive, Mr. Safety Forever. So excited about your RV delivery. Now, if I could only get an Elio delivered. Good luck with that. No Elio, I'll tell you. I'm surprised they're still out there, but they are. Well, they're still getting people putting money in. Lojo Pippin, RVing. You know how physically challenging it is. It says the tire tool is called a 4-way lug wrench. Thank you. The tool, and then somebody says the tire tool is known by many as a star wrench. Whatever it is, that's what you need. Doodah on RVing. Is it physically something? Very good advice, Rusty. As always, several months ago I rented a 19-foot Class C and found that due to my and my pup's arthritis, it was not for me. Difficulty with high steps, so I'm thinking van Class B now. I prefer that to a trailer for the security of being able to leave camp without exiting the vehicle. What worked well for me, rentals are scarce where I live in California. So I picked a destination, Arizona, and drove there in my car and picked up the RV and left my car in the parking lot. If you can find your viewer's original comment, I'll post this there. Yeah, they have a lot in Phoenix. Places to rent, and but yeah, it is. They're expensive to rent. Ain't no doubt. This is about the physical challenges of RVing. GP says, Rusty, your description on how to back up a trailer was exactly how my father told me to do it. Cool. Yeah, RV update. Yeah, this is on the drive. I like the idea of bypassing the electrical bill year-round. The ZAMP setup you have brings you very close to being off-grid. I guess the one exception is the washer. Really, yeah, and AC, but there are ways to make that work on solar. A Honda 1000 would be perfect for that if you needed to, but I would find a way to make solar work. Yeah, the whole thing would be solar is the way I'd love to go. But he's right. The washing machine takes too much power, and the air conditioner. But anyway, this is Comal Cat on comment call. I was wondering how you lucked into finding the land you live on. Well, first of all, I didn't luck into it. I was looking for it. I have looked for a long time in the area where I live in Texas, and all I can find is a lot or two in an RV park type setting that you can purchase along with homeowner fees to boot, which I will never do. Or the lots are located in an area where I can live in my RV temporarily while the sticks and bricks is being built. I do not want to build a home. All I want is a setup like you have. Any advice is appreciated. Well, all I can tell you is keep looking. You know, you can do Zillow and these other things where you can check out areas, but they don't give you all the definition you need. So what I would recommend is go to an area that you think you might want to live, and just if you're in an RV, stay somewhere and check that area out for a few days. Just drive down streets and places, and if you see some vacant land, then you can go by the tax office or the tax assessor's office and find out what the restrictions are on that particular lot, and then you can find out who owns it and make them an offer, because a lot of land out there is not for sale. I mean, it won't have a for sale sign on it, but it's in some trust or an estate, or somebody's inherited it and they don't even know where it is. I mean, there's all kinds of vacant land out there for a million different reasons, but you just have to take some time and locate a spot you think you might want. Go by the tax assessor's office in that area, get the person's name and find out the restrictions, and get 5 or 6 locations and then go to the tax office, so you can do them all at the same time. But just keep looking. That's all I can tell you. That's how I did it. I just started looking and then calling and looking and calling and looking. Mike 20SM on comment call says, how cool, I never knew you were a pilot. Give me some details on that in a future vid. It could be the subject of a whole video, just hearing about your experience in the Wild Blue Yonder. Well, it wasn't much of an experience. It didn't last long. All I found out was I did get like, I don't know, I think it's like 20 hours you end up with to get your VFR license. And you have to be checked out by a guy from the FAA. And but anyway, what I found out was it's dangerous. It was for me, because I wasn't a natural, so to speak, and all you could do is fly to places you couldn't afford, or I couldn't afford to be anyway. Coho RV living, is it physically difficult or whatever? Coho says, I think you were talking about Anderson levelers. They are great. I use them with my RV. I also use Level Mate Pro to keep from having to get in and out of the truck to check the level. Anyway, so I'll check that. He's got a couple of links. Coho's got a couple of links there. It may be helpful to you. This is RVing. Is it physically challenging? This is Nell. Says, Rusty, thanks you so much for your detailed response to my question. You were echoing my feelings when you expressed your own preference for a Class B. I love the traveling I did years ago in my 1975 VW pop-up campers. Those were neat. Wish they still made them. I went across the U.S. and Canada numerous times. There's just something wonderful about being right inside the camper and having everything in arm's reach. It does feel safer too for a solo traveler. Not having to deal with jacks sounds like a big plus. I think I'll continue to pursue the Class B for the near future. Anyway, if I can't make it work financially, then I'll look at a smaller trailer, but would rent one before buying, as you and others suggested. Also, I'll definitely take your suggestion to carry a stool for emptying the tanks. Well, it's just the stool will just come in handy if you're having a problem getting up and down. Then you don't want to get too far down. You understand? Yeah, I do too. If I squat down, it's an effort to get up. Okay, and I'm 72, but and I'm in pretty good health, but that's just the way it is. Comment called Mike20SM. Don't let this go to your head, but you're a pretty wise dude. Well, I'm not going to let it go to my head because there ain't nothing in there. You're preaching a lot of wisdom in the last videos. A lot of wisdom. It ain't wisdom, folks. It's just getting old. You've been through it. You understand? You can call it wisdom. It sounds good. Is living in RV against the law? Tumblebug says, wow, economic parasites. It's always the damn bureaucrats ruining things for everybody. Thanks for posting. They haven't ruined it. They're working on it, but they haven't ruined it yet, and I don't think they will. I think positive, guys. I think it's going to be all right. Says Verlis Gwen, so Rusty, who do you like to come out on top in the war between Amazon, Walmart, and Google? I like the customer to come out on top. That's who. Me. I like to see them drive down those prices and keep the quality of products up. And, yeah, let them compete. Without competition, man, the world would suck. Well, yeah, it'd be different. Now, whether it would be bad, I don't know. This is about RVing, physical stuff. Sarah says, great one. Mike Cox on RVing, is it physically challenged? Says, right about the drill. Says, right about a drill strong enough to lift the trailer, but I would suggest something like a Ryobi impact driver. I have used them for years with my toy haulers. It will lift those small trailers and won't twist off your arms. Just a thought. Yeah, again, yeah, sure. People have to do what they want to do. Okay, I mean, for me, I'm using that 12 volt because all I want to do is just spin the jack down, get it on the ground, and then take the tire tool and move it a little more if I need to. And I mean, I've got those levelers. See, and it's only the RV I have is only a single axle, so I've got a wheel on each side. Okay, so I can use my levelers like I used with my Lear pickup in the camper top. Okay, I may not have to use the jacks other than just to, quote, stabilize, and that's really what they are. They're stabilizers, and they're not jacks to lift it up and down. They're just to stabilize it so it doesn't jiggle when you're on the inside. This is about physical stuff and RVing. Mike, right about, oh, he just read that. Sorry about that. RV update and drive times out. Are you sure you will ever get that new RV delivered? If you don't get it by Monday, I would begin to wonder. No, it's been built. I mean, it's going to be shipped this week. Probably on the road now, I hope. I'm an optimist, guys. This is RV update and the drive, SRM. Longhorn Caverns is fantastic. Although it was many years ago, I've been there several times along with Ruby Falls, Carlsbad, Natural Bridge, and Grand Canyon, Congratulations on the delivery date. That was cool to see Willie Nelson's bus. He's one of my favorite. I don't know if that was Willie Nelson's bus. It just looked like it. He's got a fancy rig. RVing is the physical stuff. David says he's got another joke. You want me to read that, don't you, David? Okay. It says a man is walking through a hotel lobby when his elbow accidentally hits a woman's breast. The man says to the woman, if your heart is as soft as your breast, you will forgive me. The lady replies, if your penis is as hard as your elbow, I'm in room 331. That they won't monetize this video. I just X'd it out. About the physical changes of RVing, Mr. Winger 1951, not being sarcastic, but I think you could fill a niche with a senior citizen travel trailer, your YouTube advisory site. I'm thinking you could perform a service for those who aren't proficient at camping, and especially with travel trailer use. I do that in a way. I mean, you know, I'm 72. I think most people know that. And, you know, if they just watch my videos, every now and then I talk about stuff that I do that's not that easy. Like, for number one, you know, if I have to squat all the way down, I mean, it's hard to get back up. I mean, I'm getting older. Angela on the same video says, excellent, same concerns I have with my disability. Young male. This is RV update and a drive. Rusty, waiting for your RV is beginning to feel like waiting for an Elio. I hear that. This is Eddie on RVing. Is it physically challenging or whatever I said? Says, Eddie says, have you tested that drill for leveling? Yeah, I put it on there and ran it up and down. It has enough torque to get them down to the ground. That's all. It won't do anything after that. Here's a couple by Angela again. She says, oh, this is an RV update and Prius car camping. Thank you on RV update. And Angela, it's called a bird bath, Rusty. It ain't called a horse bath, Angela. You sure? That's what I call it. They call it a birdie bath. Some people said that. And I tried to remember that, but I can't. I remember what I call it. I call it a horse bath. Diana on RVing. She just left some emojis. Grandma Patty, RV update and a drive. I enjoy riding down a country road any day. It's truly one of my life's pleasures. Unless I'm stuck in the car with a mean-spirited person, then I'd rather walk alone. Me too. This is Tail Vale Car Camper or something. Love the drive and the conversation, even the part about the prunes and the nanners. I can't fight the wanderlust in me, so I gave into it, much to the disdain of most of my family. So many friends feel sorry for me when they learn I live in an RV, as if it is a punishment, or they would assume I live under a bridge somewhere begging for some spare change. I just don't get it. Anyway, I retired last month. Yippee! I'm leaving the fiver in storage until I can procure some land like you did, prepping my van. Then I'm going to wander around some more until someone takes my driver's license from me, or they find my skeleton still in the driver's seat trying to start the engine. Go for it, dude. That's me. That's where I'm headed. My little bony fingers reaching out for the starter. About physical challenges of RVing, Taquito's View of America. Hey, Rusty, this was the third time I've heard you say when to use a 12-volt drill to level your trailer. Well, actually, it's just the stabilizer. I mean, you level, stabilize, what the hell. I have a small trailer and use the outriggers to stabilize the trailer from rocking. I hear you. You still have to use your leveling devices, then stabilize. You're correct. But I'm not worried about being exact. You know what I mean. Rondalyn 100. RV update and a drive. Rusty, I never thought I'd take a beauty advice from a 72-year-old man, but your skin looks amazing. If mineral oil will make my skin look that good, then I'm getting some of that stuff and I'm going to use it, and it's cheap too. That's the beauty tip. And yes, I took my meds this morning. Well, you know, the thing about mineral oil, and I do put it on my skin, all my face, my arms, my legs, and I've been doing it for years, and of course it is cheap, but the thing about mineral oil is it's natural. I mean, you know, that's the stuff like Cleopatra used back when, you know, I mean, all the, you know, back in the days of the Romans, you know, they had mineral oil. They didn't know it, but were using it. And I'm not recommending it. So if you put it on it, well, number one, you won't have an allergic reaction because there's nothing in it. RVing, is it physically challenging? This is Crazy Lady. Rusty, one trick you can use to line a truck and trailer is get a couple of decals, put one on your trailer and one on your truck window or tailgate, and just try to line those up. Cheaper than those yellow balls they sell on antennas, or use the bolt pattern if you have one on your tailgate. Yeah, I mean, I do that. I have method to my madness. I mean, I just will visually line up something, and I've got a method. It works for me. This is comment call 3 in a row. We got PJ Frog 2 times and Joyce on comment call. PJ says, Rusty, have you seen the new hybrid pickup truck? No. This company is building the new mail trucks for the post office. Okay, thank you. And this is PJ Frog again on comment call. Once Ben Carson is informed of the situation, especially not so wealthy, I believe he will feel the need towards those who can only afford an RV. I hope so. Me too. This is Joyce on comment call. Amazon link. Info for Rusty's Rangers. When you look at the web address, when you click Rusty's Amazon link, you will see Rusty 78609 in the center of the web address to confirm he will get credit for your purchases. All right, well that's good to know. Thank you, Joyce. But anyway, that's working out pretty good, guys. I'm tickled with that Amazon stuff. Rusty or RV update, Rusty. This is Gray Ghost. He's got 2 in a row. RV update. Hi, Rusty. How are you? I have some good news. I just bought me 2 acres in Arizona, and the price for the land was $6,500, which is not bad. And I'm going to put one of those cheap tiny homes that you did a video on my birthday, and is this Monday, and I'll be 41, and I'm happy that I will be off from work today. We'll have a few beers on my birthday. Well, good for you. Good luck with it. That's a good price. So he found some land in Arizona, $6,500 for 2 acres. The land I bought is about 20 miles west from Kingman, so I can put the RV on the land. If you ever want to camp in Arizona, let me know, and I'll tell you where my land is. All right, Gray Ghost, that's good. I know where I know where you're at. You're between Kingman and Flagstaff. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Good spot. Rodlin 100, RVing, is it physically challenged? Underscoring what you said, Rusty, a Class B would definitely be my preference. However, my budget will not fit the bill. Going to try to make the best of it with the tiny travel trailer I just purchased. Learning how to be security conscious is going to be my greatest challenge. Getting over fear is definitely an issue. Do you have any ideas for older single women who need to get over the fear of traveling alone? Well, you know, there's nothing I can tell you. It's a personal thing you're going to have to work out on your own. Only, I have to say this, I don't think, you're not going to have any problem unless you do something stupid, okay? In other words, follow your instincts, and you'll be fine. You just follow your instincts and you'll be fine. You don't have to go boondocking 50 miles back out in the nowhere land. Get about a half a mile off the road where it's quiet and peaceful, and find you a good spot, and that's it. Shut her down. Don't put yourself in any situations where you're going to be bothered. You know what I mean? And look at the vehicles around you. I mean, if they're all junky and there's trash all around, well, you're not dealing with some sharp needles there, and so anyway, all I can tell you is, just take your time, be careful, you'll be fine. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. This video's gone on long enough. Anyway, I'll get one more. We got Rhonda here on, is living in an RV going to be against the law? This is Rhonda says the RV industry, RVIA, RVDA, and ARVC are lobbying for these rules. Okay, so apparently there's something to try to help us, I guess. I'll have to check that link out. But anyway, guys, from Central Texas, USA, this is Rusty. Rusty78609 is the name of this channel. Thank you again for using the link in the Amazon link in the description of my channel. That helps a lot because my YouTube revenue is going down. I don't know. Well, of course, the reason it's going down is, oh well, for example, the video I did on the Kindle Paperwhite e-reader thing, they won't monetize it at all. They didn't even demonetize it. They just will not monetize that video. Why? I have no clue. I've corresponded with their technical support on 2 occasions. I get a response that makes no sense whatsoever. I reply to the response and nothing happened. But having said that, it doesn't matter because the Amazon affiliate program and the Amazon link in the description is offsetting that, so we're doing fine. So anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. In fact, it's good for you. Drinking plenty of water will help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it will help you lose weight because you'll feel full and you won't want to eat so much. What else? Take deep breaths. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for 1 second, and then breathe out through your mouth. Why? Because that relieves stress. Relieving stress lowers your blood pressure, and that's good for you. That's the biggest killer in the whole world is heart disease, okay? And that can be alleviated by lowering your blood pressure. What else? Stretch, walk, keep your health, because without your health, you're not going camping. And without my health, I ain't going either. So I try to focus a little bit on that. But anyway, enjoy your day, guys. It's a nice, cool day here. It's supposed to be in the 70s today, which is wonderful for this part of the world. But it's that time of the year. This is the prettiest time of the year. You know, I doubt that I'll go anywhere now because this is where you'd want to be. Anyway, adios, amigos. Bye-bye.